What's up, everyone? I'm Justin with Is It Scary, Wisconsin, joined by my best friend Gage and his girlfriend Jenna. Green Bay Fear 2021. I had a chance to go in 2020. Neither of you have been there since 2019. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Awesome. So we're going to jump right into the haunt. It is put on by the Bayshore Shriners off Ridge Road in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Now, this is a haunt that we've been going through for a while. Mm-hmm. Like, in years past, 2020 excluded, you and I have gone 2, 3, 4, even so much as like 6 or 7 times. I remember one year.
Multiple times in a year.
Yeah,
too.
I remember one year we were there like 8 times in a season. Like, we just went every week. It was awesome. And, you know, after seeing it, I'm kind of like, come on, guys, give me something, get me hyped, give me something to make me say, damn, I want to go back to that again next year. That was really awesome. This year, I think they delivered. But first, before I get into my thoughts, Jenna, what did you think about Green Bay Fear?
I liked it. It was a little similar to what I remember a couple of years ago. I was very freaked out the last time I went just because I'm new to the haunted house scene, and I get spooked at all the jump scares. So I was a little more aware of what was going to happen, so it wasn't quite as
traumatic.
Yeah, right.
As any previous haunted houses.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It wasn't quite that traumatic.
No.
Tell me. So we went through the funhouse, foggy, laser lights, music.
Yeah.
Probably some of the most animated, enthusiastic actors I have seen in any of the haunted houses. I know. The lady that works with the funhouse, she actually comes in my store, in my place of business, and she kind of talks about how, like, they will not let you work in that funhouse unless you try out and you are, like, balls to the wall, like, this is your jam.
Mm-hmm.
So they're very picky about who they let work in there. And what were your thoughts on the actors in there, on, you know, just kind of their ability and what they were doing and their, I guess, interaction with you and us?
They know where to find you. It was a lot of fun. I like the music and just all the colors. Right in the name, Funhouse. And lots of fog to make it extra spooky.
Mm-hmm.
And I did appreciate that.
Tons of misdirection.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a maze.
We went into a dead end like twice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I like that the actors kind of interact with us personally.
Exactly.
They aren't afraid to joke around with you, and, you know, they don't usually take it too far, which is nice. But, you know, you're going to a haunted house, like, come on. Stop. Don't be offended at every little thing. I think, you know, it's even stated right up front, hey, this haunted attraction is rated PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
So they do a really cool job of interacting with people. You get through the funhouse. It's a rocking good time. At least I thought it was great. Gage, your thoughts on the funhouse?
Honestly, probably the best I've ever seen it. The lights and the fog.
I thought the same thing.
They've cranked that fog up terrifically. I loved it.
Yep.
I couldn't even see anything. The only time at this fog is when you can actually see it.
And that's when it's creepiest, too.
Exactly. This guy...
I saw one time the guy came around the corner. He's like this close to you. I'm like, dude, she gonna punch him.
Right.
I thought you were gonna knock him out.
Guy says, watch me, follow me, and watch, and runs off, and he's just gone, like, in a second. And I'm like, what the hell?
Those guys live in that funhouse.
Those
they know everything.
actors are incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, and they've done that so many times. I recognize them all throughout the years.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing, and I hope they keep them. Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
great,
very
phenomenal.
going through there. All right, Haunted Woods, Haunted Trail, Murder Row, whatever you want to call it. Jenna, what did you think about the Haunted Trail? Because this was, you know, I know you kind of were going first through the funhouse. You had us right behind you. But you were kind of hoofing it through the Haunted Trail. Give me your thoughts on it.
It wasn't, I don't know.
I'm not, how do I say this? I don't know.
Just felt more fun and engaging and, like, more verbal. Like, you feel like you can talk to them and stuff.
Yeah, and it was still like a maze, and there were people to greet you wherever to keep the direction
Great.
going.
Great with
Yeah.
knives or clubs. I think the one thing that I like about the haunted trail is because they, you know, you kind of hear that ding ding when they have another group coming through. You know, it wasn't like they were sending us every 30 seconds.
They cranked it up on this one too with the hammer.
Yeah, they did. They really
loud.
did. And they have a chance to kind of like walk through with each of the groups. And they have a chance to interact with you, get a little bit personal with you. And then when one person's finished with you, the next actor takes you further on into it. What did you think about like maybe some of the set pieces we saw, some of the design work we had in there? Give me your thoughts just on the overall like look of some of the stuff that we were seeing.
I like the Alice in Wonderland one.
I was actually literally going to ask you if you
Yeah.
liked that one because I kind of thought you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Bob
thought
something.
Yeah, I thought that's probably one of the coolest parts that they have there.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, later on in the woods, they have kind of like the gravestones with like the big crypts and stuff.
That was cool.
That was new and it was fantastic.
Exactly. I loved it.
I don't want to go into description. I don't
Exactly.
want to
We
go. I
don't
don't want
wanna
to
do
go.
any spoilers.
I don't want to go too deep into description. But I always talk about how these haunted houses need to have a kill scene, right? Whether it's a girl running and screaming for help down the woods, getting grabbed by an actor and stabbed and murdered and dragged off, or somebody getting like an actual actor getting killed or maimed on a table or something. I always talk about that with you. I talk about that with my brother, and it's one thing that I'm always like, they never have those. We finally got one.
They delivered.
They delivered, and I remember walking by and going, "Thank you, finally." Gage, your thoughts on the woods?
The woods, fantastic. They engage with you and stuff like that. Every part of it. You had all these different sequences. One like a little spider, pumpkin patch, kind of fun little area.
Mm-hmm.
Then what was it? Then you get the Alice in Wonderland area. Then a crypt. And then it just, the way they blended it all together along with the additions. Because before, it just felt like a dirt path that you followed.
Yeah, it really did.
It felt like a dirt path. Now they actually have like things that kind of encase it so you know where you're going. I feel like I had an issue with that a few times before.
We
didn't know where we're going half the time.
Yeah, it's pretty much very
It's
clear now.
linear now, and that's good. That's a good thing, especially on an outdoor trail. So they did phenomenal with that. The actors were engaging. They got up in your face, and they weren't afraid to be the actor or even be themselves in some case. I don't know, and fantastic. But phenomenal. I love the woods. Probably the second best part about that place.
So the trail leads us to Shadow Manor. Greeted by the ticket person, I guess. That kind
Who was cool.
Yeah, very
He
cool. Very
engaged
cool.
with us.
Engaged with us. Pretty much still stayed in character. Hey, you guys make sure you have a mask on, blah, blah, blah. They're kind of deciding who they're going to eat, you know, blah, blah, blah. They open up the doors. The girl invites you in, gives you a little spiel, introduces you to my family. We go into the house. Jenna, your thoughts on the house?
They had good actors there that were very fun.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't get too close. They're not going to touch you. No actor's gonna break that boundary.
As it should be.
Right. But there are some like jump scares still that I remember that almost got me like, really good, but
that we knew were coming, and we were like, I wonder how Jenna will react to this.
Right.
I've seen a few of them. I'm waiting.
Yeah, we were waiting for it. So they made some changes this year, as you probably noticed, and even I noticed. What did you think about some of the room layouts, some of the room designs? I thought they had some really cool set pieces this year.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts?
I liked the one that reminded me of Sweeney Todd.
With the grinder?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
That was fantastic. That was very, very fantastic. Gage, your thoughts on the house?
It kind of was like the weaker end of the haunt for me personally.
It's fine.
Actors were great. They're never the actors that fear you will never be disappointed. Let me throw it out there.
The actors are just like any of the other haunts that we talk highly about. The actors are really into what they do.
They never disappoint in the house. They did phenomenal. It's just something about the house. You know the layout because as soon as we get to one room, we go outside. And then we go inside, and you're like, all right, I already know it's pretty much done. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, so too, just because of that, that's what kind of dampens it. That's why I feel like that's kind of the weaker end of the haunt, and when it shouldn't be. But not only that, let me throw in here some good news. The props and the light up, oh my goodness. They did phenomenal with the props. I don't know what they added because I was gone for a few years. So
that house looks significantly different from last year.
Okay. I love the props, all this light up stuff, especially the laboratories, stuff like that.
That's awesome.
The lights, it was incredible. They did a great job with the props. Only thing that's my niche is the layout. I can predict it now.
Yeah, I remember making a comment to a couple of the actors like, "Holy crap, you guys really made this place look awesome."
Yeah.
Like the production values at Green Bay Fear are the best they've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Where maybe the house isn't the scariest part of the attraction, which is whatever. You know, they can tweak that, work on that, I'm sure. But the actual look and the actual production values behind the house now are insane. I thought they were fantastic.
It was definitely phenomenal. It just needs a... Now, I don't know how much they can do with the layout, of course, because it seems like that's something that's kind of permanent, especially if they haven't changed it since then.
Yeah.
But you know when it's going to end. Yeah. And that shouldn't be in a haunted house. We should know when it's going to end because based on prior years. We should be, I think it's going to end. When you find out it's like 5 minutes longer or something like that. Yeah.
So part of me wants to sit here and say, well, Gage, is it scary? And then I'm like, I don't know how scary Green Bay Fear was. Some of it's like jump scare scary. Some of it's holy crap, I didn't see you there scary. So there's all kinds of different like reactions you're gonna get. For me, Green Bay Fear gets the funnest haunt award.
It is the funnest, definitely.
Yes. I wouldn't say funner because that's not a word, but I don't know if it's funner than the other haunts.
We're official. It came out of our mouth. Funner is a word.
Funner is a word because I said so. I would say it is the funnest haunt in the Green Bay area. An absolutely fantastic time. You can take your girlfriend. You can go with your homies. You can go with your buds. It is a great time. You're going to have fun. $20 ticket price.
Great deal.
Jenna, did you have fun at Green Bay Fear?
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's a great reaction from her. Yeah.
Exactly. Straightforward to the
point.
point.
I didn't feel like I was going to
Didn't expand the video 5 minutes longer.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But
I think it's a great time. I think it's fun, and I think the whole family can go within reason and enjoy it.
Definitely. It's incredible. It's just engaging, and it's more of a fun experience than it is scary. It was a fun time. Am I going again this year? You got darn right.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you on that. At the end of the day, I'm an 8 out of 10 on Green Bay Fear. Gage, your official rating?
8.5 out of 10. MVP actor would have to be the guys in the Funhouse. Never disappoint.
My MVP actor is and probably always will be until we get Skits back in the house. My MVP actor will be Mr. Jingles.
I forgot to add Skits, definitely.
Yeah, Mr. Jingles is my favorite part of the attraction.
He is so
awesome.
He
is fantastic. He is engaging. He always makes me a balloon wiener, even if it looks like a doggy.
It's a snake.
It's not a cobra. It's a balloon wiener. And, yeah, you guys can let us know down in the comments what you think about Green Bay Fear, specifically their 2021 season. Like the video if you enjoyed our breakdown discussion. And we will see you right here next time for more Haunted House Honest. Don't want to forget that. Honest Haunted House reviews. Thank you so much for watching.
Have a good night.